Right lads, we're back. I've got the trophy, as if I'm some sort of roulette king, what I'm certainly not. I've been going through a tough time recently. And when I say that, I don't mean a heartbreak, I don't mean anything like that. I just mean I've been having a very tough time in roulette. I tweeted out yesterday to say that I'd won 3 8-man roulette tournaments in over 60 tournaments, all with players over £1.50, so it's a very, very tough run I'm on. But I'm back today with episode number 3 of Roulette Battles. 4 new players, 4 new defenders, all within the same sort of price range we have in the previous 2 episodes. So we've got 2 more of these episodes before we can then put a best of into like a semi-final or a final, not a semi-final, to see who the best defender is at that sort of budget, so that'll be good. So today I think we're going to go with Soshek, who from West Ham, who does really well for me in the past. Hope we can get some luck with him today. David Luiz, Castro and Fredericks, I think they're the 4 we're going to go with. So let's go check we've got who we need. I've had to buy them because that's how bad roulette's been going. I've just taken such a beating, honestly. So yeah, we've got David Luiz, Fredericks, Castro, and I've just had to buy like 3 of him at like literally £2.90. It was painful. So let's see how we get on today. Okay, then let's start it off with Castro. I just realised I've picked 2 players from West Ham. I've been trying to keep them from different teams in different episodes, but never mind, we'll have to go with it. Fredericks and Soshek, both from West Ham. Let's get it. Okay, so we've got Castro against Evans first round. It's going to be tough. Just got to keep calm throughout this video. We do beat an Evans. We've got Bertrand next round. We know that because it was a coin flip. We're totally calm. We've lost to a Bertrand. That's fine. We know he's a very good roulette player. So he goes on all the way. We've got Bertrand here. Is it going to be? No, it's going to be Ward-Prowse Bertrand in the final. Ward-Prowse goes all the way. Hopefully, not too many of them are going to get involved in today's video. Oh, David Luiz. Who we got? Far. He was one that I was going to do in today's video. Maybe I should have done him instead of Fredericks, but we do beat him in the first round. So we've got, let's take it off that because I don't like it spinning straight away. O'Connell in the second. That's going to be tough. Come on. Okay, come on. We're in the final. Who are we up against? Both strong defenders. It's going to be Socrates. So they're teammates against each other. Yes, we win it. We always win in the first or second tournament. A relief. I know it's a very, very poor set of players. Very, very poor, as it gets in an 8-man. But it's a win. It makes me feel good. That's my first in probably over 30 8-man tournaments. Okay, Soshek, or however you say his name, I completely forgot how to say his name. Who is the one I'm most confident for this video, but I'm sure will be proved wrong. But another winnable set. All good in their own way, but O'Connell in the first is going to take us out, unfortunately. So we would have been against Cedric, who goes up against O'Connell. Looks like O'Connell's going to go all the way. And Evans, both we've done in previous videos, and the King comes out on top. I'm actually excited to do the final of this, to put the 4 best against each other. I'm really excited for that, because hopefully we'll have a bit more luck in that video. But final of the first round of players, we've got a Cedric. Lots of Cedrics are getting involved. And he does beat us just about there as well, unfortunately. Holgate, Evans, Holgate. So I think Holgate's going to be one in the final episode that we need to get involved. Let's take a note of some that we see in this episode doing well. So there's Holgate, and I also think Cedric's worth a go. Who else was it? I'm trying to think the other ones that we wanted to get in this. Let's just skip to the final. Holgate. Holgate does go all the way, so I definitely think we need to get him involved. Castro, so we're back round to the start against Basham. We do lose there. Looks like we are continuing the run we've been on. Well, we're not even getting like out the first round. Cresswell against Holgate. I'm just trying to take note. I know Tompkins is used a lot, but I don't think he's quite good enough for like a video. Zimmerman, I think, is maybe one to consider. Basham in the final. In with David Luiz. He obviously won us the first one, the only one of the video so far. We beat Holgate in the first. Johnny Evans, the previous king, beats us in the next. Is it going to be Johnny Evans coin flip in the final? So we've had 1 win so far, but barely to note it was that bad of a win. Obviously a win's a win, you have to be happy with them, but Johnny Evans in the first round Beat him. Oh no, there's an Aspie in there and we're going to come up against them a bit early on. Come on, Soshek. No. So in the past, he smashes through these 8-mans, but it's just not going to be our day again today, I don't think. Algazi against Jack Stevens. Algazi looks like a good option. We'll have to get him involved in the midfielder edition, certainly. Come on, Fredericks. David Luiz. Oh. I need to get a bit of confidence back in myself where I feel like we're actually going to win them. I mean, surely. I was going to say, if we don't win that in the final against Holgate. No, we lose to Holgate in the final. Feels good to get to the final at least, but still nothing. And look at how bad these 8-mans are today. So I'm sorry, but we've been very lucky in the previous episodes to get like 4 or 5 wins out of 20, especially against the bigger players then. But today, after the run we've been on as well, but we'll put that behind us, but the players that are getting involved today are just so low standard. We should really be winning more of these, I feel. Should have 3 have rolled by now, so if we give them a refresh. Okay, only one's actually gone, but we'll start with that. What will be Castro? Oh, there's a Fred involved, I see that. Johnny Evans in the first. We beat Johnny Evans. Jack Stevens. We beat Jack Stevens. It's Fred in the final. Come on. Oh, no. Damn it. People throwing it. Bloody Fred's in there just to win lots of £1 and £2 players, but it works, but well, it doesn't always. But David Luiz here against Cedric. Beat Cedric. Snodgrass, if it's defensive we should win, but it's not, of course. And then Snodgrass goes on to beat O'Connell. Then we've got Soyshek in this one. I've also just a 16-man roll, and it's tough. It's tough. We're not going to be too mad in this, but yeah, it's just we have 1 win from Louise. Could that be enough to win the whole episode? Potentially. I hope that this guy was going to win it, because I think he's definitely the best option. But yeah, it's not going too well. Van Aanholt's get to the final. Who else was involved in there? An Aspie. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll throw the 16-man in there just for you, just to show you the continued bad luck. But oh Christ, that is not one player. Oh, there's like 2 players in there that aren't the top 4. We've got Fred in the first round. We beat Fred. Aspilicueta. We beat Aspilicueta. Ward-Prowse. We lose to Ward-Prowse. Oh, I was getting a bit excited there. I was like, this feels like it's going to be it, but I should have known. And it is Ward-Prowse that wins it in the final anyway. Look at that. That is a big, big, big 16-man. Come on, Fredericks. What you got? Bertrand in the first. We beat Bertrand. This geezer in the second, we beat him. Fredericks against a Ward-Prowse. Yes! Oh, come on, it's not going to be just the 1 win in the whole episode, and there's at least a Ward-Prowse in there. Oh, okay, that's really good actually. I'm buzzing with that one. We win a Size, what's good, great. A Soyshek back, what is perfect. A Cedric, an Aurea, a Bertrand. That's one of the better ones I've seen that run, and we managed to win it ourselves. Thank the Lord. And before we go 8 out of 8 with the last 8 tournament spins, we're up against his teammate Saiz in the first round. We beat him, but I believe I've just seen that it's probably going to be Ward-Prowse in the second. It is. Fuck. What have you got? What have you got, Castro? Ah, not enough, unfortunately. A defender can often beat midfielders with passes because they're the ones that actually distribute the ball quite often. They're the defenders. So it's a shame we couldn't have just nicked that one. Jack Stevens would have been in the final, so was it a stat we could have beat him on as well? Right, I'm looking to up the stakes here. Come on, I want a second win for David Luiz. We've got the hardest player in the whole tournament. Well, Aspie actually. Aspie's up there, but John Fleck, come on, do him in. We beat John Fleck. I mean, how is David Luiz having more shots in a game than John Fleck? It baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. But okay, Socrates beat Aspie as well. Jack O'Connell's going to be the hardest one we come up against. Can we just do the deed against Jack O'Connell? Come on. We don't. So marginal as well. And who would have been in the final? Socrates. I'd have liked to have thought we could have definitely beat Socrates in the final. Oh, damn it. That would have been a nice one to win. Right, I want this guy to stop showing me up and show what he can do, because he's so good in these 8-mans normally for other people, and normally for me as well, to be honest with you. But we've got Snodgrass that's going to be very tough, but as long as we get a defensive stat, surely we're okay. Yes, tackles made, thank you. So who have we got in the second? It's going to be Jack Stevens. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We beat Jack Stevens. Come on, come on, come on. So skip to the final. It's against Basham. We beat Basham. There we go. There's the win. So it's only Castro that's chilling without a win, and he is up soon. It's not a massive win, but it's nice. They're all fairly decent roulette players at least. Okay, 3 wins out of I don't know how many. I can't do the maths. 15, I think. Yeah, 15. So not disastrous so far. Just not big wins, but I ain't gonna complain. And then we've then got Fredericks that has ran as well. Who'll be up against? Jack O'Connell. We lose to Jack O'Connell. What goes on? Got Snodgrass in there. I mean Ward-Prowse is what I meant to say, but Ward-Prowse goes to the final against my man, and he does the business. See, he can do the business, but he's left it late, unfortunately. There's always one in every episode that can't get the win, and at the moment it's Castro. We're on the last spin. This is the last Castro I've got left. Can he make up for it? I mean, if he wins, we're potentially on course for a 4-man tiebreak, and if that's the case, I don't know what we'll do. To be fair, we probably will buy one of each and keep going until one of them win, because that's a bit more likely to happen. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But I do want Castro to get the win here. So Sergio is going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. Yeah, he hasn't done it, unfortunately. So he's going to be the dead one of the episode. There's always one. He does do well for me generally, so it's just a bit disappointing. But Hoiberg's going to go through. Who gets to the final? Hoiberg loses somewhere along the way, and it's actually Aurier that does the work. So the final 3 players entered into their tournaments, but they're all on 1, so we need one of these to win ideally, what I'm sure is going to be a struggle. What is a shame, but we've got Louise, this one should be, that ran. David Louise against Holgate in the first. He beats him. Is it going to be a coin flip? It's not, it's going to be against Saiz. Okay, we beat him in the final. Come on, David Louise. Yes. It's unlikely we're going to go to a tiebreak now. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to one if it means one of these other 2 bastards actually get a win. But another win from David Louise, so he's on a nice 2 for the day. Was that a decent win at all? I don't think so. Yeah, it's pretty poor, but again, some good players we can keep using, and a good run on roulette is definitely due to come my way. This should be Soyshek. Well, I would love to just prove a bit more that he has got the potential, but he's going to lose. So it looks like David Louise is probably going to take it, unless Fredericks has got anything to say about it. Who went all the way in this one? O'Connell, Van Aanholt. So again, I mean, how often do you see... I'm not sure if it's profitable to be putting the likes of Hoibergs and Ward-Prowse into these consistently. Yeah, they win probably more often than these other players, but do they win enough to warrant that price gap? Because so often you do see, like, yeah, Ward-Prowse is getting knocked out against these players. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so we've got the final player, Fredericks. Is he going to have anything to say? Probably not, because we've got Ward-Prowse, and I've just chatted shit about him, so he's going to come back for a vengeance. Yeah, he does. Okay, so David Louise is the winner of this episode. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think he is a good roulette player. I think Soyshek is the better one. However, the stats didn't show that was the case in this video. If we would have done more rolls, ideally we do this on a rotation of 5. It'd be more entertaining for you guys probably if I'd done it maybe on a roll of 8 or 10. But it is quite expensive, especially when you've got shit luck like me. So who went all the way in this? Yeah, it was Ward-Prowse proving a point, wasn't it? Just after I chatted shit about him. So I don't want to ruin all the other episodes. I hope you guys have watched episode 1 and 2 before watching episode 3 today. But nonetheless, I want to go through the winners so far. We've had Johnny Evans. I can't remember off my head here. It was Saiz, wasn't it? And then we've now had David Louise. So Evans, Saiz, and Louise. I think they're all good, very good roulette players. So generally, I think it's actually worked out quite well. Soyshek might have been the better option today, but they're 3 good players. So leave any suggestions on who you want me to be using in the final episode of this kind of crack category of players in terms of defenders, 2-star generally. I think Holgate and Cedric are both going to be used, so we need 2 more. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. If you're not signed up to Footstock, I can't even talk. Make sure you use the link in the description below, it helps me out a lot, and you get lots of bonus stuff to begin with. And other than that, I think we're all good to say I'll see you guys in my next video.